Wow. That was nasty.
Finally breaks through and becomes the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion.
And new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Francis the Predator Ngannou.
Some obviously outside contender series news yesterday. Jon Jones announced he was vacating the light heavyweight title. Is that official? Is that?
It's official, yeah.
Jon then said negotiations starting with you guys about heavyweight. Is that true? Could that be his next move?
Well, I know that Jon right now wants to take time and do things that he wants to do.
And last thing from me, obviously yesterday you spoke about Jon Jones, and then as soon as you finished talking, he basically tweeted out saying that if you want to, he'd like you to show those texts that you supposedly have, and still basically saying that you're not telling the truth about the interaction. Any plans to show those texts?
What do you do? Who do you believe? It's up to you guys. What I lie for? What do I gain in lying about it?
Great as Jon Bones Jones is, as phenomenal as he is, and I think he's the best in the world, the fact that if Ngannou caught him and knocked him out, as great of a victory as that is, because he's got granite in both hands, that wouldn't really surprise a lot of people if Jones got caught. If Jones found a way to beat that monster, moving up, first heavyweight fight, and that's the dude that you beat. All of this talk about Jones, he's probably the best, he's elite, Jon Bones Jones is that, all of that will go out the window. He beats Francis Ngannou.
He's the best pound for pound ever.
The best pound for pound ever. He's the baddest man on the planet.
I saw a lot of people saying, like, why can't he make Deontay Wilder money? I mean, like, you said he's the greatest of all time, right? So
being the greatest of all time doesn't mean you get $30 million.
I've talked to two people who, I talked to Glover, who fought Jones. I talked to Alistair, who fought Ngannou. Both say that Jon could beat him.
The baddest man on the planet's the heavyweight champion, right? At least in boxing it was. But it hasn't been that in the UFC because we haven't had a big monster in the UFC who was dominant and consistent. Brock Lesnar's a big monster. It didn't last very long. That would be Ngannou. And if he beat Jon Jones, he would occupy the same space in people's minds that Mike Tyson once did, that Joe Louis once did, that the icons in boxing once did.
It is what it is. I really don't care. I could care less, to be honest with you. So, being able to sell. Jon Jones has done a lot of things to himself. He's saying, in one of his tweets, he was saying that I tarnished his... I tarnished you? You've done a very good job of tarnishing you. You can come in here and walk through the numbers. I'll walk you through all the numbers. And he says, I don't care what the numbers are. I want what I want, and that's it. I'm always looking at what Jon Jones could have been. You know? He could have been the LeBron of the sport. He could have been literally that big. The stuff that he's been through to show up and think he, basically demand $15 million or $20 million or $30 million. It's crazy. So, he can do whatever he wants to do. He can sit out, he can fight, he can do whatever, You know how this works. You guys know how I am. Jon Jones can say whatever he wants publicly. It's his God-given right here in America. He can say whatever he wants. And when he's ready to come back and fight, he can.
I like the speed of Jon Jones. I like the length of Jon Jones. I don't believe Jon Jones is going to circle in front of the big man. I think he's going to start picking him apart, and he's got the reach to do it.
He did the greatest champion this promotion has ever had, moving up to heavyweight. No one wants to fight Francis Ngannou, and he is actually volunteering to fight this monster. And Francis Ngannou is a new champion.
Earth wants to fight Francis Ngannou right now. It's not a slight on Jon Jones. It is not an insult. I'm just saying, nobody right now is beating Francis Ngannou anytime soon.